Remarkable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And fuck our champions! Good up, Pepe! Goal!
It doesn't get any better than that.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, from Belson Stadium. A beautiful sunny day here at Jamaica, Queens, where we will feature a NPSL matchup between Osner and New Haven United, of course, NPSL North Atlantic Conference. Of course, it's the inaugural season for Osner in the NPSL, a club of Haitian heritage, and Brooklyn Drive. Also, they also feature actually a second team in the LISFL, so we've become accustomed to a couple of these players that will feature today, a team of real quality. Of course, last week they got off to a hot start with a 2-1 victory over American Sporting Club at Hofstra University. Can they make it 2 for 2 here today at Belson Stadium? Of course, New Haven, on the other hand, the side from Connecticut, are trying to gain very important 3 away points here in New York. And of course, like we mentioned, and like we will see, a quality. And we're gonna see talents from all over the world, of course, but the two sides really are going to battle it out for the 3 points. Beautiful day for football here, of course. Lovely weather. Sun is out. Sun is slowly setting to our left-hand side, so possibly a little bit of glare for the goalkeeper that's going to feature on the right-hand side. The man in the middle is Goran Dolgun, one of the best referees we have here in New York. So two sides are in good hands. Let's just go through the kits for both sides. Answers will be sporting their orange kit with blue lettering, and of course the away side, New Haven United, will be sporting their all-white kit. Coach Christian Turizo, of course, leading the line. The technical staff, rather, of Osner, a man of big pedigree in New York soccer. We've seen him in different roles. This role being the head coach of Osner, as the two sides are preparing to enter the pitch. A little bit delayed kickoff time, possibly had a couple of minor tweaks to figure out before the match, but we were in good hands. Some music here behind, getting the atmosphere ready for this very important game as the two sides enter the pitch. Fourth official as well is Mr. Gianluca Palanca. Just waiting for a brief moment just to get an okay from
Are you guys playing an anthem at all or no?
Oh yeah. I was waiting for the clearance on it. That's why I took it. I have it though.
I don't know if that's what they were waiting for. We don't have anybody up here.
Beat that son. I have it. I had it.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know if that's what they were doing.
Jackie.
It's, the two captains will have the coin toss for New Haven with the number 21 and Captain Tyrone Malango. And for Osners, with the number 8 on his back, Mimi. Looks like two sides have swapped back over, so Osners will begin attacking from left to right, as well as New Haven United attacking from right to left, so possibly a little bit of glare for the goalkeeper on this forehand side, but sun is slowly setting. Couple of pre-game pictures and a last team huddle to implore any last possible tactics and uplifting words. After a little bit of a delay to kick off, it looks like we're ready to go. Sides in place. Just having a quick glance at the tactical setup of both sides, but we will get to that in due course. Mr. Dogan with whistle to lips, a last glance at his linesman. And we're off underway here at Belson Stadium. First possession for New Haven United, attacking from right to left in their all-white kit. Back to the goalkeeper, Alexander Henrich. Here for the captain, Malango. Little pass forward as the last man was beyond the last line of defense, so offside. Pierre has lined up on this right-hand side through the middle, from what it looks like, playing one center forward for the start of this game with the number 7, Lazard. Possibly a bit of a 4-5-1 if you'd like, with the captain just here in a duel sitting in the number 6 role. Malango service. Flicked into the air by Lucien. Here he is again, ricocheted off a chest. Gonna go backwards. And the goalkeeper will command that and clear his lines forward. And from one goalkeeper to another. Ilan Guli in the goal post today for Osners. Here he is, getting his first feel of the football. Wanna try to construct something from the back. Back to the shot stopper with his bright green cleats. Really not a press on from New Haven in the early goings. Service towards a couple of runners ahead. And furthermore back. Oshal forwards. Good touch to avoid the captain. Continuing his movement. Malango first time into the penalty area. Dangerous looking cross. Needed some intervention in the end. Just trying to sort a couple things out now. But a corner kick for New Haven United, their first of the evening. Preston Alessio over to take this in-swinging corner. with 2 hands risen, possibly a routine, laid off towards the top of the box. The shot comes in, and high and wide from Santash. Or Santanash, if you'd like. Pau Santanash, the center forward for New Haven. Possibly we'll just have a quick change of the football. And again, trying to build out from the back, maybe look for something direct here into the space. Served over towards Lazard. Pierre. Lucien off a chest. Ranford Morgan in the middle of midfield for New Haven. A couple of duels in 50-50 so far to begin the game here. Lame into the space and goal. Goalkeeper with a good starting position, and we'll just let the ball trickle into his area and collect with his feet. Henrich over to his center back, Housechild. Has some space to just continue to drive into. Alessio, first time round, neat, intricate. Back to Alessio, who gets it just tangled under his feet a bit. Good exchange with Dobruna. Ball is kept in play just about, according to the linesman as well. Into the air by Mamadou Diaw. Pierre will control and go backwards to Diaw. A little risky pass, dealing with, and Cherry lifts it high into the air. Here is Lazard, and stoppage there possibly as they collided. Some attention is needed for the center forward. Just about 7 minutes gone in this first half. The first, if you'd like, impromptu timeout, as Lazard is still being tended to by one of the trainers. Maybe just trying to gather himself a bit. He helped up to his feet. As we'll restart with the drop ball as Lazard is off the pitch, but we will ball into the space, and Gouli is out. We'll try to distribute quickly, a little loose, however. Captain cushions it down, but he only finds his fellow captain, Lazard, who's back on the pinch, as you can see. Neat feet by Alessio, goes over and buys the side a free kick. Hermano exchanged with his centre back partner, trying this left hand side again through Tyrone Malango. Malango service off a cleat in the end and comfortably into Guli's grasp. Back to the goalkeeper Nguli. Gilame from centre back has some space to just work into. Mamadou Diaw back to Lucien. Lucien will stab one delightfully to the left hand side. Mimi's touch, and Onser can circulate a bit of possession. Appeals, and they will have a throw in just below the halfway line. Hands on the centre forward, but couldn't spin his man. And Lucien will just assess and play backwards. Really not a full-on press, just the lines are shifting over, and in moments like this can begin to press. Hacked away. Gulli. Gilame. Floated towards the centre forward, who's certainly trying the channels. But the throw-in is for New Haven United. Cheapishly given away there, but Answer will possibly a little bit overhit. Rosen has to go over and command the situation. Back to Henrich. First touch is dangerously in an area, but had enough presence of mind to find the pass in the end. Alessio. Cross comes in, a header with a good contact, but possibly not enough purchase to trouble Gulli. But a shot on target nonetheless for New Haven United. Gulli will bowl it out. Kane on the press, does very well to intercept and finds his right full back. Good industrious play by Mohamed Kane to find the possession first side, and can they create something here from the left-hand side through their captain, who's served in a couple of good crosses. This time reverses it to the quite advanced Dobruna. He was adjudged offside. Yamet. Yamet's clipped ball towards his winger was intercepted. Alessio. Kane. Crossed in. Comfortable enough for Gouli, who will play urgently. Diao to Pierre. Cherry. Pierre. Neat feet. Cherry. Pierre is continuing his movement. Trying to find the byline. Service is low. Couldn't find his center forward. Well kept in play. And Alessio lengthening his stride. Getting past one. Left it for Kane. Opportunity if they can do something swift here. Alessio's movement. Kiyama comes across and allows it to trick all the way back to his goalkeeper's possession. Dia. Cherry. Lucien. Stumble in a possibly dangerous time, but Lucien gets away with a little slippery footwork. Lazard cushions neatly towards Jimenez, who has a couple defenders trying to take away the possession. Find some space in the end, continuing his movement towards the byline, and Hermano comes across to clear lines. 16 minutes in here. Flung into the box. Backwards flick will only find the waiting arms of Henrich. Clearance towards the center forward. The outside of the foot neatly done. Bruna still in possession. Towards Kane, the flag is up, but so too Gouli was out to collect, and good advantage given by Mr. Doglun. Might turn out to something for answers, but cleared away. Armas. Germano, excuse me. This needs dealing with, and Armas will just knock it backwards to one of the two center backs, and he'll pick up the possession again. Lifting his head and lofting a well-weighted pass towards the right-hand side. Just one in the area to attack. Cleared away by Guillaume. So too furthermore by the captain. It'll fall to Pierre. Pierre driving. Continuing his sprint. Captain will cushion it back to his goalkeeper, who will clear towards the halfway line. And flicked off a hand there, free kick. Alessio again trying to maneuver some space. Rosen from right full back. Reverse towards Alessio. Some space almost there for the center forward, who's lurking on the top of the box, but Lucien came back just to intercept at a pivotal moment, and now Can answers transition. Pierre has an overlap from Diao. Diao first time to Lazard, and almost left without a touch and trickling into the back of the net, but Henrich was there to plunge down and collect. But again, good movement from the center forward, Lazard. Malango back to his center back, who will exchange with his other center back, Germano. Here he is again. Malango just asking for a bit of movement ahead of him. And overhead pass out of play for a goal kick for Gulli. Yeah. Mimi's flick around the corner. Lucien got crunched there. And, he'll escape the booking, but a word from the referee. Cherry. Lucien, who's back up on his feet after that last challenge on him. Gulli. Sliced out of play. Malango's throw, flicked. Yao is stretching to get back in position. And great defending in the end by the right fullback to win inside a goal kick. Towards Lazard, goalkeeper's a long way off his line, and good decision in the end. Has to get back now promptly as it's thrown in quickly. And they can filter some possession now through Lucien. Again, the second time he's just lost his footing, but they're still in possession. Lame, again from center back out of the two, is the one that can just gain some meters and try something a little bit more direct. Tried that in that situation, but New Haven defense was there. Gulli has to assort his feet neatly. A couple of high boots there, but this is a better pass from the center back. Some contact, but referee was in good position to not blow his whistle for that matter. We continue with Germano. O'Shall to his captain. Morgan dropping between the center backs to articulate a little bit of possession. Germano making his way up now. Flick tried to possibly find Kane, and Cooley will just take the sting out of it a bit, and Diao has to be careful here. Hoiks it into the first row of the bleachers here. Out of play for a New Haven United throw in. Of course, today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The air case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for order-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game and Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code to get 10% off. Kane. Kane service. Bruna into the area, goes over, and the corner kick is the outcome. Alessio over to take the set piece to the second post. That a play for Osner's throw in. Center back is out of position if they want to go swiftly, but Osner's will try to work it out from back to front. Cherry to his center back. Cooley getting a bit pressed, but a bit of pinball. Pierre cushions it neatly with the chest. Cherry, Pierre is continuing his movement. Pierre on a sprint. Pierre's cut back. Good defending by the retreating center back in the end. Germano's intervention all important there. Bruna. Ricochet off a couple of shins there. Step over. Lazard was on the wrong side. There's just a little nibble at the ball, but it was in the arms of Henrich. As Germano is having possibly an issue with his footwear. Just possibly redoing his boot, and we started with a drop ball. Lovely footwork to evade one challenge. Malango. Infield to Renford Morgan. A little pirouette by the number 8. Locates his center back. Flicked into the space. Alessio will ask a question. And he gets something on it in the end. Good endeavor by the number 23 not to give up on the action. And he won his side a corner kick. Loaded area for New Haven to attack everyone bar Pierre back to defend for Osner's. Going to be served in with left-footed in whip towards the second post. Popped into the air. A couple of challenges. Alessio had a strike. I believe Dia was down after making that block challenge. Just needs a second or two, but corner kick now from the other side. A couple of good tantalizing deliveries, but maybe just not the second ball or the first contact was the necessity. Alessio service flat to the first post, appeals, and free kick for Osners. 0-0. We remain at 0-0. A couple of half chances for both sides, but so far, nor Guli or Henrich had to stretch all that much. A couple of actions in transition moments, but so far, the two sides are deadlocked and quite even on the day. Mimi. Mimi aided by the little bobble. A couple of 50-50s there, and the possession will be for New Haven. Left to the captain, Malango. Malango service. As that ball has entered the car park, we will await a new ball. See if Malango will coil up a long delivery. It's over Mimi. It's causing some trouble and hacked away by Cherry. Armas has a dig. Set up kindly on the volley, but he just skewed it off the side of his boot. Goal kick for Ilan Guli. Alessio going over to press. Good press in the end. Morgan trying to dance onto the right foot. Cherry.
Put your shoes on. I need you to go score.
As
I need you to score.
Morgan still down, possibly.
Why?
Maybe just a stray hand or elbow, but helped up to his feet and back in position. All is good. We will continue with the throw-in from just below the halfway line. Throw-in now for New Haven United. Germano. Back to his goalkeeper. Henrich. Good swaz to that. Finds his captain. Morgan. Charles had some space to work into. Alessio picks up his head. Cherry. Lovely drop of the shoulder. Lazard can control. Couple of step overs from Lazard. Dancing up to the left foot. He tries it. But doesn't get a sufficient contact on it. Good swivel of the hips and found the half yard to try his left foot, but out of play for goal kick. Malango. Fizzed in. Captain comes away with the possession. Center forward is in the midfield now, but connects the play. Diao. Try the other side now, as the sun is just setting below us, so the glare possibly will be much more easy on the eyes now. The lights are certainly the brightest in moments like this in fields as such. All the way back to Henrich. 10 minutes left in this first half. Possibly we'll have about a couple of minutes of at a time, I presume, a couple of stoppages and footwear issues to work out. We remain at 0-0. Morgan round the corner. Lucien possibly was an option there, but wanted to go back with center back to goalkeeper and vice versa now. Over the top it goes. Space to work into. A shot. Malango has to go to ground. It's stuck under his feet and a free kick. Another straight ball over the top. This needs dealing with in the end, and just in the nick of time to cushion it out for a corner kick. The last corner kick from this far right hand side with left-footed in-swing caused a bit of trouble. See if a similar delivery can be applied here. David Rosen over the corner kick. Again, everyone bar Pierre back to defend for Osners. Whipped in and comfortable again for Gulli. Will elect to play in the transition. Lazard, a couple step overs. Just runs out of pitch. Defending in the end from the center forward, who extended himself to get back and nudge the other center forward out of the way. Morgan. Germano now trying the right hand side. Kane finds a bit of space. Forwards early. Gulli is beaten, but the touch evading the circumference of the pitch. Gully came out in the end to make the decision for the center forward, who elected to try to go around him. He did so, but the contact was a substitution for Osner's. Coming off is Jimenez. See who entered on that left-hand side, that left wing, if you'd like. Really playing with one lone center forward and two advanced wingers. Pierre, being one of them. Lucien and Mimi, of course, in the middle of midfield, alongside Cherry. Bruna. Clever little pirouette on the top of the box, but Cherry stood up his man to force the ball wide. Malango. Alessio. It's been a bright spark in this match so far. Now Answer can transition through Pierre. Armas adjudged to have fouled the number 20. 5 minutes left in this first half. 0-0. Couple of, like we mentioned, half chances, but so far, in a sense, like a bit of a boxing match. Both sides just trying to employ some jabs at the moment to get a better grip on proceedings, but both sides certainly with industrious work and intensity, just trying to find the first goal of the evening. In their previous game, Monsters led 2-0 towards the very end and got the job done. We'll just see this action first, as it will have enough weight on it for Gully to collect. Monsters' first game, of course, they were winning 2-0, and one late goal wasn't whoop. And situation needs to be dealt with there. And a whistle. Henry shot. Just misjudging the bounce, but getting away with Hochschild, back to his goalkeeper. Germano can drive up the pitch a bit. I believe the substitute that entered for Osner's is number 80, Juan Catano, on that left wing, replacing Jimenez. So something to keep an eye out on there. Maybe it was a bit of a tactical tweak from Coach Turizo. Malango cleared away, and Malango will cleverly leave it for a throw-in. Towards the center forward, using his chest and apparently his arm as well. Handball, and another action peters out. Is one moment of brilliance required for the opening goal here tonight. Just something a bit different, of a bit of quality in an opportune moment might be the answer for either of these two sides to break through. Lucien driving, Pierre Has Diao behind him, wants to reverse it towards Lucien. Couple swivels of the hips. Diao, out is the cry, and of course, well judged by Henrich, as that cross was overhit. A couple of minutes left in this first half. Cooley a long way off his line, and again we'll just collect comfortably. Alessio tried to latch on, but pass was overhit. Catano's touch, free kick. German is up, so too Malanga on that second post. It's floated towards the penalty spot. German got up athletically, cushioned his header down, and not enough purchase. Cooley's quick distribution, Morgan. Lame needs a second bit of clearance. Kane's clever feet. Morgan has Malango ahead of him towards the left-hand side. The overlap is coming from the fullback. Malango service, wicked, but no final product in the end, as it was slightly overhit, but good shape to it. Referee just having a glance at his watch. I'm not sure how much at a time there was signaled. I believe a minute or two more. Maybe one last chance for either these two sides to find the goal right before the halftime interval. Would be a big psychological boost, of course. Scoring before the half, or right as the half begins, is certainly a psychological +1 boost. In the game of this back and forth nature, really would be all the money. Lazard going over to press, goalkeeper. Another glance from Mr. Dolgun. Here's the captain, who's certainly been up and down this left-hand side. Diao late, free kick, and yellow card is brandished to Diao. Maybe this sets up a last opportunity for New Haven United to open the scoring. Alessio and Bruna over the set piece. Left-footed and right-footed option. Everyone back for Osner to defend. Gulli constructed a two-man wall of Mimi and Pierre. Alessio to the second post. The heads go up and just wide of the post. Good chance at the very end for New Haven United to strike from a set piece in first half of a couple of half chances, but a lot of intensity and off the ball work. We remain at 0-0 here at Belson Stadium. Answers 0, New Haven United 0. Stay tuned for the second half.
My name is Osner. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. I keep track of my shin guards. I don't have to worry about using them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock walking to the game, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Quick release for Hernandez. You know Hernandez is going to get there. Got some work to do. It's one man taking on an army, and it is Hernandez. He took on hell with a squirt gun, and he quenched the flames. Justin Nunez Hernandez, an impressive stamp on the match. Foxy. There's a shot, and K-Zune beats it away again.
About it. They don't want to let this opportunity pass without equalizing. Fake shot, fake. The third shot, low and a goal! A couple dummies and a low shot makes this game 1-1.
Right side, isn't it? Can he bend it around the wall? He's gone for it! And it's chipped over the crossbar, lovely. Fingertip saved by Perez. Let's see if it's enough to stop them. Joe Holland. Once again, Perez called into action.
Now trot, cross. Oh my word! What a goal! What a team goal from New York International! Back to the captain with a lot of space. Crossed inside, using his chest. Aristotle Zazulin to the rescue!
As now his defensive expertise put to the test. Diaz trying to shield the ball away from Diallo. Diallo squeezing past. Still with the assist. Goal! South United.
The ball is back into play. Beautiful work, Winder with the nutmeg. Move here. This is Waring again. Waring puts it into the middle. Doggart! Doggart! They can't clear it off the line! Orson Doggart puts the finishing touch!
Shango can't quite keep it. Yo, pick it up. Dangerous area. Malachi with a shot. Beautiful save. Keeper. Now he's on. Kamara's on sides. Kamara gets around the keeper. This could be it. Could finish. It's 2. That's the final whistle. Polonia seals the deal. In the last kick of the game. What an effort there by Kamara.
different routes, different routines, different link-ups to find the opening goal. However, none were bypassed in the Guli and or Henrich net. We remain at 0-0 here. Mr. Goran Dolgun with whistle to lips. And we're off on the way here in the second half here at Belson Stadium. Can one of these two sides find the all-important first goal? Mondesir trying to find his center forward. German intercepts. Alessio over to his captain, who tries to serve it first time. A yelp of frustration as he didn't connect with his service cleanly. Malango, of course, from that left-hand side. Alessio and Malango have been linking up pretty neatly. Here's another action of such. Good defending in the end. Driving away with possession. Lucien on the half turn. Goes backwards. There's a couple of options ahead of him. Kurbio has to make a clean decision and get some good purchase on his clearance. Lucien. Back again to Henrich. And this needs dealing with, but a cool, calm head after a bit of pressure from one foot to the other, and the clearance from Guli. Alessio. Morgan. Driving into space, Morgan. Flick to Alessio. Off a New Haven boot last. Mimi. Cherry off the chest of Armas. And subsequent free kick after for New Haven United, just below that halfway line. I believe also at the halftime interval a substitution for New Haven United with the number 7 Almeida is on the pitch here on this near hand side, with of course Alessio still playing in that pocket at the, if you'd like, number 10 role, but he's been floating around a bit and trying to influence the game as much as possible. Appeals of a handball. Mr. Dugan tried to possibly give the advantage, but whistles it back for the infringement. An opportunity from a set piece for Osners now. Lucien standing over the set piece. Mondesir just gaining some space here for Alessio just to retreat over possibly. From what it looks like, it's going to be a service into a very congested area. Lucien's service towards Mimi, who goes down. Lucien. Mondesir driving onto the left foot. Will try a swerving, rasping effort. Swerved all over the place, but comfortably in the end for Henrich, who tried to locate his center forward urgently. Gouli with composure again, showing his ability to play out of the back and some pressure there. On that forehand side served in. Gouli again will collect. His distribution with his arm a little bit more infield than possibly what was needed, but Juan Castro linked it. A lot of 50-50s now in the middle of midfield. Armas open top, driving onto his man. He gets his shot off, and it's finally trickling in. Just needed a second to see where that ball would flick off the post, and an opening goal for New Haven United. Sanatash with a beautifully taken effort. A truly crisp connection of the football. Ricocheted off the post and for a second deceived the eyes, but in the end located in the back of the net, the opening goal for New Haven United. How can Osner's riposte now? As a bit of a band has formed here at halftime, just to our left-hand side, trying to just lift the atmosphere a bit for their side, and now in search of an equalizer. Good beginning to the second half from New Haven United. Risen flag, offside. Germano. It's loose for the center forward, who just had to pick up his head and maybe see the goalkeeper a long way off his line. Transition now for New Haven United. Morgan teases it over to the substitute Almeida. Mondesir. Mimi. Lucien. How to play. Substitute who has some space to work with. Evades one. Can he keep a cool head? Unselfishly laid on a platter for his teammate to tap home the second goal for New Haven United. Clever work from the substitute, who has certainly made a difference upon entering in this second half. Laid it gently to his teammate, who was in unmissable range, doubling the tally for New Haven United. Lucien will try a direct approach. Juan Catano, who was just trying to be a little bit of a menace there, but Henrich cushioned the ball out of play for a goal kick. Osners really now have to just find their feet in the next 5 or so minutes. Psychological blow, conceding 2 goals in quick succession, but they certainly have the quality to change things upon any given moment. Lucien trying to find Pierre. Captain is back in defensive duties. Off Malango and skewed out of play for a throw-in. Opportunity for some service if he can dig it out from his feet. Similar service towards the center forward, cushions it back to Mimi, and they're right back in it. A swift response, beautifully taken, quick thinking from the throw-in, and with ball in hand, placing it back on the center circle. Mandesir will get a couple of high fives, and the importance of that goal is the timing of it. What a frantic beginning in this second half. 3 goals in the space of just over 10 or so minutes. After a first half of huff and puff, this second half much different to the first. Cleared away by Guli. Athletically won by Armas. Malango. Loads of time certainly left in this match. And the spaces are certainly beginning to open up now. Out comes Henrich to collect. Just assessing a bit of calm. Cherry up to press the goalkeeper to force him to play long. Mimi athletically up in the air. Lazard couldn't connect. Alessio first time. This can cause trouble. Almeida still on the chase. It just evaded him. And a bit of risk there, but they just have to clear more risk there. And certainly maybe just playing with the fire a bit there, but to get away with it, and on go Osners through Lucien. This needs dealing with, but intercepted from the man that opened the scoring for New Haven. Sprays it neatly to the left-hand side. Service towards Almeida. Juan Catano now. Certainly the crowd have livened things up a bit here, and when their team got their first goal back, have been more active. Mimi, Almeida, Morgan driving, Mimi going to ground. The two number 8s there in a duel in the center circle. Lucien has a little check over the left and the right shoulder, teases one over the top. Goalkeeper is eventually latching onto it. There's a stoppage as Morgan is hunched over on a knee. Back in play with a long service from Henrich. Off Almeida last. Throwing for Osner's. Off the knee, Armas. Further forward. Mimi. Lovely Travella with the outside of the boot. Finding his teammate, Cherry. Juan Catano was also in attendance. Throw in for Osners. Cherry nods it down with his chest. Alessio beaten to it by Mondesi, a little tug of his shirt, but good advantage. It finds Mimi, who sprays it to Pierre. Waiting for the overlap. Diao on the overlap. Diao cuts it, and a great save. At the end, I believe it was actually not a save, but Diao's overlap caused havoc there. I believe for a moment that Henrich got a touch on it. Apparently, my eyes deceived me there for a second, but the action certainly has spiced up here. Again, trying that left-hand side. Have caused their fair share of havoc from that left-hand side. As intended for Alessio. Morgan. German. Trying to find some space is Rosen. Doesn't run out of pitch. Rosen on the byline, cuts it. Fingertips from Guli, maybe he tried to collect it. Action isn't done yet. Served back into the box. Rosen was just a bit underneath it. Still in play. Almeida cuts it across. Armas deflected it out for a corner kick. Corner kick going to be taken with left-footed in swing. Load area, as per usual, in the penalty spot, cleared away. Alessio. Back to his captain. Malango. To Armas. Back to Henrich, who's a long way off his line, will stab it forwards. Morgan finds the second ball. Alessio driving on his man, taking onto the right foot, finding Almeida first time. A flag is risen. Guli as well was out urgently to play the 1v1 situation. Really a much different half to the first. 3 goals in this second half. Mondesi from the left-hand side, driving to the byline off Almeida, will remain in play. Lucien has some space to tease it into the area. Diao, who had a big chance of his own to possibly equalize. Diversely flung in the box again. And he's onside. Big moment here. Almeida is screaming for the ball on the far hand side if he's spotted. And couldn't. Okay, that's Alessio stealing the possession. It's back and forth. Armas tries a shot, out of play. But it's certainly frantic back and forth, and of course, on a big pitch as this is Belson Stadium is, of course, we've seen it in our previous game in frame here, of course, the home of the National Amateur Cup champions, Penn Cyprians. It's certainly a very big wide field, and when the game gets stretched, it can be rather frantic at times, back and forth, and a lot of opportunity for transition. Back to Henrich. Free kick. As we're gonna have a couple substitutions for New Haven United. Of course, guys, today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The air case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for order-free car rides. And House of Salt is offering the Game in Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code to get 10% off. As I just quickly glance at the substitutions for New Haven United, with the number 18 Bull has entered towards Alessio, who controlled with the thigh. Armas to one of the substitutes, trying to find his fellow substitute in Bull, Lucien. Lazard battling with two, continuing his drive towards now the corner flag, as he won his side a corner kick. Quickly taken to Lucien. Crossed in, into the air, and with comfortable loop back to Henrich. Served forwards to Almeida, who's driving into the box. Almeida trying the first post and deflected and in. A third goal for New Haven United. Thought about it for just 1 second, possibly gave the eyes to Gooley, and the deflection beat the Osner's shot stopper. A third goal, and a very important one for New Haven United in a moment of with about 20 minutes or so left. An important time to find their third, and of course the fourth in this second half. 3-1 in favor of New Haven United. Almeida certainly has been a spark. We mentioned causing much havoc in this right hand side. Rosen towards Alessio. 1 and the 2 will remain in play just about. Trying to find Alessio off his shin last and out of play for Osner's throw-in. Aside from Connecticut, certainly in good position to claim the 3 points here in New York. 3-1 in their favor with 72 minutes gone left. 72 minutes gone in this match. About give or take 20, plus a chunk of some stoppage. There have been really a lot of stoppages here in the second half, so about 20 minutes for both sides to try to get another goal. Maybe the fourth one here would be game, set, and match for New Haven United. Free kick. There's a couple of more substitutions are being prepared, I see, for New Haven United. Some fresh legs possibly needed.
Let's go! 20 minutes left! Let's go! Juan, dígale al 21 que cuando la tenga se la dé, que se la tire.
Someone just had a bit of an issue on that far hand side. Now the substitutions for New Haven United. Going off is Germano, who had a very good game at center back, exchanging a embrace with his coach, I believe. And on is Pinheiro to take his position at center back. And so to a substitution of their own and attacking substitutions for Osner. Hernandez has entered. The referee just nice touch there from the New Haven centre forward, just fixing the armband of the new skipper as Mimi was replaced for possibly an attacking substitution. But we'll see where Hernandez lines up. He's in possession now, probably playing just a bit deeper, maybe. Malongo again involved, certainly has had a good game. The captain, of course, up and down that left-hand side. In this situation, a little bit more defensive in the left-back role. Here in the second half, here is the newly introduced substitute Pinheiro. Malango. Lucas Silva also has entered for New Haven United. A couple of substitutions, like we mentioned, some fresh legs for both sides for that matter, but the pressing matter is the score, and that is in favor of New Haven United. There's a free kick there, signaled by Mr. Dogun. Armas to take. Lango couldn't get enough contact on, just went underneath his boot, but Almeida still in possession, trying to fight for something. I see a risen flag, and it's a free kick for Osners. Urgent times as the seconds are trickling, and they have to at least find one goal back to make it a one-goal game, and then begin to think about their third. They trail by 2 with about 15 minutes left. Pierre. Juan Cantaro just made a move and he wasn't spotted, trying to find the pocket now. Served in, cleared away, furthermore by Bull. Almeida. Overhits his pass and out of play.
Forward, forward, let's go! Play forward, play forward!
Mondesir. Lucien. It just slips at the wrong time. The ball will fall to Cherry. Diao with loft. Controlled by Lazard, but couldn't wrap his foot around the subsequent effort. Lucien back into Lazard. Pierre. Diao. Stood up by Bull. Bull intercepts. Free kick.
Why you do foul? You have the ball in the field, you do foul. Don't do that.
Pinheiro. Free kick and yellow card for Lucien. Anthony Lucien in the book. The outside. Gully out to collect. Back and stretch the goalkeeper a bit. Some communication there from Armas. Pass is loose, however. Lucien has a couple runners to his left. Here is Cherry. Cherry cuts it into the box. Juan Catano goes over in installments, but the referee again on the scene in good position. Gets a helping hand up from Henrich as well. towards the halfway line. Diao continuing his movement after winning the header. Lucien. With left, it's a bit awkward. And goalkeeper a long way off his line to collect on the circumference of his 18-yard box. 81st minute here. About 10 or so minutes for Osner just to get at least one goal back to have a glimmer of an equalizer, but this is not where they want the possession, but they'll take a free kick and yellow card for delaying the restart. Pierre towards Lazard, he's stretching, cutting it back. No takers in the box, and finally hacked away by Malango. Augustine, who's sporting the armband after Mimi was substituted. Lucien. Mondesir driving, couple of step overs. Lucien towards Lazard, and again in the arms of Henrich. The build-up play has been neat and intricate at times, just the final product may be lacking it, as he's possibly cramping up a bit. He's back on his feet. Lovely swivel, and wins aside a free kick in and a yellow card as well. Armas just had a thought to play it quickly, possibly, but better to just maybe chew up a little bit of clock in moments like this. Some minutes away from a very big 3 points for New Haven United side from Connecticut, traveling well here and putting a good performance together. All 4 goals coming in the second half. Is this the 5th? It's trying to flick it around Gooley. All 4 goals coming here in the second half after a deadlock 0-0 in the first half. New Haven found 2 goals in some minutes. Osner's riposted with one of their own, but a third goal for New Haven United has been the point of difference so far in this, if you'd like, second half. Can Osner's create some more trouble for Henrich and New Haven defense? Augustine cleverly around Almeida, but he overhits his pass towards Mondesir. Out of play for a goal kick, which will kill a little bit of more clock. We're in the 85th minute now, entering the 86th. 4 or so minutes left, plus whatever Mr. Dolgun wants to add on to the 90. Into the night sky. Onside, Guli's a long way off his line with his head, and it's popped back in. And the fourth goal for New Haven United. Guli a long way off his line, elected to go with a headed clearance, but the fourth goal for New Haven United, sealing their 3 points here in New York. Good display from them in the second half. The goal certainly was left exposed. Malango just articulating that there's 3 minutes left for his side to finish strong. Big 3 points for them. I believe the man that lobbed Guli there was the substitute Lucas Silva, getting his name on the score sheet. Pinheiro away. Bull. Going to ground, but possession still in favor for New Haven United. Can they find the fifth? Corner flag time. Flicked over. Almeida has a little look over his shoulder. Almeida, second post. That of play. Possibly a bit too wide for Lucas Silva to wrap his left foot around it. Some seconds left here. Mondesir will have one last, possibly foray forward. Lucien around to Mondesir. Henrich constructing a not just a one-man wall. Everyone back for New Haven United to defend this possibly last appealing situation for the Henrich goal. Lucien over dead ball. Will swing it in with his right foot. Referee's whistle. Lucian's service doesn't beat the first man. Mondesir will try one from a long way away. Malango still imploring instructions to his team to finish out the game. Captain's performance certainly from Malango, certainly, as well as Alessio in the first half. Malango, and of course the substitutions that certainly made a difference in the second half. The point of difference for New Haven and propelling them to these very important 3 points here in a quite difficult away fixture, if you'd like. Certainly a big crowd for Osners here today. Couldn't find possibly the result that they wanted, but sure over the next coming weeks we'll see them more and more, and they'll certainly be a big component in this NPSL Atlantic Division. One last action forward possibly on the swivel towards Mondesir. Augustine was beaten to it by Bull. Guli. Augustine lifts. Lovely touch from Diao towards Lazard. Goes over, and a penalty kick for Osners. In the 93rd minute here, Osners have a chance from 12 paces out to get a consolation goal on the night. Certainly Lazard winning the penalty for all of his work rate and endeavor has a chance to convert from the spot and get a tally of his own on his own personal score sheet. Lazard eyeball to eyeball with Henrich from 12 paces out. Slow, methodical run up, couple of stutter steps, and saved by Henrich. Getting a hug from his skipper. And unfortunately, that might be how the night might end for Osners. And indeed so. Final whistle here at Belson Stadium. A triumphant victory for New Haven United, traveling here to New York and defeating Osners. All 5 goals in the second half after a scoreless back and forth first half. But like we mentioned, the substitutions and a couple of key moments in the first 10 or so minutes in the second half. And Osners got one back, making it 2-1. But their comeback trial was petered out after the third and so fourth goal by New Haven United. Final score here at Belson Stadium: New Haven United 4, Osners 1. Thank you guys for tuning in.